Hey, 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 hey. Oh my God. Okay, sometimes you just have to press play and get the show on the road. Okay, who is feeling all the feels today? It is, of course, full moon, and I'm giving you, hey, a shout out if you are showing up today and doing your do. I know it's been a bit wild today, and it could have been perfect excuse to go feeling so emotional. Actually, I'm not really feeling emotion about it. I'm feeling more like, what? It's like a fire in my belly. I don't know how you feel. It's like a, I don't know how to describe it. And, like it could have been an excuse to go, oh, you know what, blah, blah, blah. But no, we are here. And it's not even a very long one. And in case you don't know where you are on Instagram, this is the Boss Queen morning show, because it is morning somewhere in the world. In fact, in Germany, it is morning time right now, even though I'm in Australia. But don't let that confuse you, people. And it is, of course, your soul abundance channel. So this is a beautiful way for us to talk about all things manifestation, energy, mindset, really deep soul activation. Hey, darling, to get you to truly create your own boss queen legacy. Now, I talk about creating your queendom on your own terms, but really it's about the boss queen legacy, people. And today I want to drop in really quickly. I'm not going to hang out for too long. I literally just want to say I'm giving you permission to start living a end life, okay? And as in A-N-D, not the end as in life is over. No. And obviously I like to take content that I learned, that I implement, that I pick up, downloads I get. And obviously yesterday I was at an event for one of my businesses. So obviously, I got my coaching business and I've got my online platform for those who don't have their own services and digital courses and stuff. It's a really cool way to actually get into the online space. And they were literally having an event and talking about the new changes that are happening, new platform and that sort of stuff, which is really cool, by the way. Anyway, one of the guys was talking about how we're so conditioned to live a life of awe, like a life of having to choose, a life of what do you want? Do you want this or do you want that? Do you want this or do you want that? Do you want this or do you want that? And I'm like, that is so true. We've been so conditioned to always choose, right? Like, do you want this city or that city? For those who still remember cities, by the way, do you want, it's kind of like you almost had to feel like you needed to sacrifice something or compromise, because people would think, well, surely you can't have it all. And I'm like, well, actually, that goes against everything I stand for, or I guess it's everything that I do stand for, because I do believe that you can have it all. I always talk about permission to be, do, and have it all on your own terms, granted, because I genuinely believe that. I mean, genuinely, with every ounce of my being, my DNA, my cell, my soul, every part of this in every form, right, believes that you can have it all, that you do not need to choose. And so I guess maybe today, that's all the reminder that you need to hear, to stop thinking that you need to sacrifice, right? And you get to have it all. You obviously need to start declaring that. You need to own that. You need to embody that. You need to actually live by it. You got to make a decision to say, you know what? As of today, I'm going to choose to have it all. I'm going to choose to have freedom and flexibility and the funds, unlimited funds, and, the freedom to be the fullest expression of who I am, and great relationships, and only soulmate clients, and only work, with the people that I want to, obviously, but also on my terms. And I can also have a kick-ass, circle of friends with, that I hang out with. And I can also have a shit-hot relationship to my man, and be a great mother, and do the right things for me, and have a great body and health, and travel the world, and, okay? So my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful queens, it is a beautiful reminder that you do not have to choose. You do not have to choose in a sense of, you do not have to compromise. Now, I do believe that sometimes there's a level of sacrifice. Like, come on, man. Like, you want to create something you've never had. You got to do things that you've never done. Let's not be stupid. Let's not be naive, okay? It's not just about deciding, oh, you know what? I want to become a millionaire because I know that is meant for me and I can get into that vibration. And then I say, universe, just shower me with $1 million, please. I'm afraid, no, you still got to work in co-creation with the universe, and you still got to get out there. And just because we're all about aligned action, and just because we're all about doing what feels good, sometimes it doesn't feel good. Sometimes you have to push outside your comfort zone. Sometimes, I get up at 4 o'clock on a Tuesday morning because I choose to create an epic business, creative revolution in Germany. And so with the time difference, that means get up at 4 o'clock. Now, one person might say, I'm not willing to do that. Another person might say, well, that's not freedom. And the other person might say, whatever. And whatever anyone will say to that, hashtag don't care. Don't take it personal. I'm not going to take it personal. It's just saying that for me, if I'm willing, to go the extra mile, if I'm willing to step up, of course the universe is going to step up for me too. Okay, so let's not confuse, sorry about that. So let's not confuse, the fact that, you should never sacrifice. Well, I feel like there is a level of sacrifice. You don't have to compromise. No fucking way. You don't have to compromise, right? You get to decide the rules. You get to decide the terms. You get to decide how, when, with who, and all that sort of stuff, because I actually believe that is ultimate freedom. But at the end of the day, you need to start making a decision that you get to have it all. You got to make a decision that from now on, you get to be an end girl, and you're going to start, old man, and you got to really tune in and pay attention to, your actions, your thoughts, your words, and see how you are going through your life. Because if you believe that you can have it all, are you going through the day feeling like you got to choose constantly? That you feel like, if I do this, I can't do that. I've got to choose. I've got to do that or do that. No, you do not. So that is my little sprinkle of magic for you today. And I'd love to hear your thoughts around that. I'd love to hear, if you kind of agree and feel like, what, you're right. I actually felt like, that's been the conditioning. We've been kind of growing, like we've been, We've been primed to think that we have to choose, but really you don't, okay? And that is a beautiful gift. And I encourage you and I invite you to start living an end life, and as an A-N-D, not end. It's kind of like, end. I don't know. And I'd love to hear your feedback. Now, and if you're obviously willing to continue that conversation and you want to hang out with beautiful soul boss queens who are all around, who are all about, excuse the French, the English, the different languages, sometimes it gets all tangled up. So if you choose, or if you want to hang out with like-minded soul queens who are all who are all about creating a queendom, aka a boss queen legacy, a dynasty, on their own terms, because they know that they can have it all on their terms. They know that they are no longer, willing to settle for anything less than having it all. And they know that it's going to take work, and they are ready to do that work. Well, you want to hang out in my Facebook group, Soul Boss Queens on the Rise, right? That's where we have beautiful conversation, beautiful support. You get to drop in, ask questions. I do soul card readings. We are also just in the midst of finishing a free money, mindset, and manifestation makeover challenge. Obviously, due to the extraordinary feedback, I'm going to rerun that. And also there's obviously ways to work with me. So if you want to take things to the next level, then, you can do that by either hanging out in that group or sending me a message, or you can do it all three if you want to. You can hang out in my group, you can send me a message, and you can also drop hashtag VIP live if you're willing or wanting to take your life to the next level. Okay, since I am falling all over my words, I should probably shut up now and love you and leave you and wish you an amazing rest of the day wherever you are in the world. And of course, permission to be, do, and have it all granted.